Is the top already in for Bitcoin this market cycle? We have seen some of the most bearish price action over the recent days that we have seen in weeks or even months. So we're going to take a look at two cases, one for the bears and one for the bulls, and then I'll give my opinion at the end of what I think, and then obviously you can make up your mind and see what you think based on some of the analysis that I'm going to show you. So the first thing to notice is that Bitcoin has just seen its first red monthly close in April that we have seen in 8 months. So we had 7 consecutive months of green, which by the way is the first time we've ever seen that on Bitcoin. It's never had 7 green months before. And April, of course, was red. Now, in doing so, we did lose a really key level, which was 61,500. This was the previous highest monthly close in 2021. Now we moved above that in March, closed above it, but on the retest in April we actually ended up closing the month back below this level. So what we are looking for in May is a close back above to look to confirm this as support. Obviously a close back below this would then see that as resistance again and a potential move lower. Now looking at the case for the bears, also important to notice, in the last 9 years, we've only seen three April red candles. So this was the third one. So before 2024, there was only 2 other years that had a red April. That was 2021 and 2022. When the red candle came in 2021, we closed here, we actually ended up seeing a 50% correction to the bottom before another move up. In 2022, when we saw the red candle in April here, from the close of the April candle down to the bottom of the next 2 months, which were both red, we saw a 53% correction. If we follow this same pattern in 2024, from April close, we see a 50% correction from there. We're looking at a move down towards 30,000 area. Now, this is obviously a case for the bears, so if this follows the pattern. Now, if this does happen, this could potentially be a golden opportunity. So, of course, panic will set in across the market. There will be a massive sell-off. But two very key areas we've got the monthly demand candle here between 25,000 and 30,000. We've also got a really key monthly support resistance level at that 32, which was never retested, by the way, after the breakout. And also at 32,000 currently, we have the 200-week moving average currently sits at 32,000 as well. So lots of key levels in this area. So if we did get a correction down to that, which would be very bearish, but it could be, the real golden opportunity. Having said that, we are post-halving, so it does seem fairly unlikely that it could happen if we're in a bull market. If you think about it, since the halving, the miners' rewards have been halved. So a move down towards 32 or 30,000 in terms of mining would be the equivalent of 15,000, which was the bear market lows. So it seems quite unlikely that could happen in a bull market, but crypto, you never know what happens and anything is possible. So that is the case for the bears, that following the previous Aprils, that we do get a bigger correction throughout the coming months. Now, in terms of a bullish case, we're looking here at the daily chart for Bitcoin. And what has happened recently, we have broken down from kind of a 2-month range. We had the range, the support and resistance up to the all-time highs. But look how many times we had the sort of 61,000, always closed above this on the daily close, multiple retests over the last couple of months. Now, we did just drop below that for the last couple of days, seeing lows around 56,000. But the Friday close did reclaim that. Now, over the weekend and in the coming days, we're looking for this to hold on a retest 61,000. That would then mean that this was just deviation and we're back inside the range. Now, we've kind of been too used to over the last couple of months being in up only mode, moving like exponentially from the end of January up to middle of March, like 83% move. But we mustn't forget that these ranges are perfectly normal, and as is deviation below the range. Now look at last time this happened. We had here at the start of January, after this strong move up here, we sort of formed a range for the next couple of months. We got a very similar looking deviation below the range here on the daily chart towards the end of January, where this range was lost, reclaimed, and then over the coming days, that's actually when we saw the next big move up. So potentially that we see a same sort of thing happen here over the coming weeks as well. Also, looking here, we have a potential bull flag developing on the daily time frame. We can see a really really clean trendline formation here. So again, over the coming weeks, it's very possible that we start to see a move like this, which would be a pretty bullish pattern. After a strong move up, we get the bull flag. This is what then could lead the next rally. Once we break this, obviously it would come down something like this, we get a break above, and that's when we could see the next big leg up for Bitcoin. Before we look at what I think, I'm going to move on to my predictions from now. I really appreciate if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help us out. And in the comment section below, I will leave a link to our free Telegram group as well, and also a link to our website. So in terms of what I think, I truly don't believe that the market top is in. We're just in a kind of mid-cycle consolidation phase, and we've seen it, previously time and time again. It's really normal what we're seeing now. But also for me, and I've mentioned this a number of times, one of the key indicators for market cycles is the MVRV score. It's never been wrong before, so I'm kind of trusting in it this time, that this will be a good indicator of the cycle top. After bear market lows, we've always been in this green zone here. Every single market cycle top for Bitcoin has always been signaled by the MVRV, the Z score, which is the orange line, entering this red zone. Currently we're sitting down at like 2. We need to be at 7 to be in the red zone, so a long way to go. So yep, as we can see, the previous cycle tops always indicated when this red zone is hit. So once this does hit, that's when, for me, I will start to scale out of the market. But for now, we are in consolidation, accumulation, and these dips that we get are for buying. And we can already see people that people that entered in this area are already in nice profits. Also, remember, a few weeks ago, people were dreaming of buying below 60,000, but the key is, when this comes, are you brave enough? Are you brave enough to buy it? Hope you found this video useful, guys. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts on the market, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.